One of the biggest questions I had growing up being religious was, is God real? And where do we go when we die? Or what happens? It wasn't until I started to do some research and discovered how much of our reality is a human construct. And that's when I fell upon time. Time is one of our biggest human constructs, and it is just like everything measurement, um, language, pretty much all truths. And this is how I was able to break everything down into first principle methods to find out about life and death and what really happens. And it took a lot of thought on how to explain it after experiencing these different um, spiritual truths, if you will, as we all do different life experiences and discoveries and even just near death experiences or things that happen throughout life can cause traumatic events or us to see things in a different way, if you will. But it is it is good, and it can be difficult at times to see, especially when it comes to death and when it happens unexpectedly or something of that nature. But it basically is an example, and all of these truths are examples of why we are here in a cycle, why we are meant to be. And if we look at nature, everything has its reasons, everything has a purpose, and we are at the highest level of consciousness, if you will, to just understand this. And I believe consciousness is everywhere, it is in everything. And if it affects consciousness, then it has consciousness. So um, we'll talk more about the scientific methods and how we are all waves of potential, and our actual observation is what creates our reality. And the energy of our creativity or our own creation has been here forever. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. So this means that we were always here, and when we die, we will always be where we were before, and or in the next stage of evolution. I have a whole theory and process on how we are to evolve and how things actually do change. That's how life works. But it's not like we're going to not be um conscious, if you will, or we're not going to be affecting consciousness still. Anyways, guys, let's go ahead and talk about this on our future podcast. Hit the like button if you're interested. We're going to be going lives if you have any type of advanced questions or just want to know the truth in a more particular way. I appreciate you guys. Love you, and see you on the next one.